I apologize for us cutting out. We had an unexpected technology issue involving our internet, but we are back here to bring you the top of the second inning.
This is Elizabeth O'Connor at the plate for the Jaguars. She lets the first one in for a strike. Ball by Emma Taylor, 1-1 count.
Taylor still looking to find her zone. Didn't quite find it last inning, but had incredible fielding behind her, which allowed her to get out of it.
Low pitch by Taylor, 2-1. Another low pitch by Taylor went past catcher Megan Kent that time. 3-1 count.
Not something you see very often. Megan Kent often able to smother those balls and get it down, but that time it just trickled by her, which could be a sign for later troubles in the game.
O'Connor fouls that one off. Full count here for Elizabeth O'Connor. And O'Connor will take first on a walk.
Yeah, the ump really not giving the benefit of the doubt to either of the pitchers today, not calling any of those close strikes like we saw in our last Ford's home game.
This is freshman shortstop Zoe Rogers at the plate. Low pitch by Taylor, and O'Connor will steal second.
A rare ball by Megan Kent. As I said a few pitches ago, any ball that passes her could be a sign of troubles later in this game, and it's a free base for Garney.
Foul ball by Rogers, 1-1. Another foul ball by Rogers, that time up the first baseline. Rogers fouls that one off again. 1-2.
Yeah, calls dead ball on that one, not allowing O'Connor at second to steal, so Fords get another break there.
High pitch by Taylor.
Taylor still struggling to really find her zone this game. A blessing for the Fords if she's able to start throwing those pitches hot, because I don't know how long she's going to be able to outdo Sid Lasker.
Way to battle. Keep going, Zoe. Keep battling, girl.
Another foul ball by Zoe Rogers.
Here we go. Right fire now, Emma. Right fire.
2-2 count with no outs in the top of the second. Rogers connects for a grounder to short, and she is safe at first. Elizabeth O'Connor is also safe at third.
Very, very solid base running by Zoe Rogers. Beats out the throw from short to first. Now you got runners on the corners with no outs for Garnett. real threat for Emmett Taylor and the Fords.
Mark Coleman, left fielder and lefty, is at the plate now for the Jags. First pitch is called strike as Rogers steals second.
Yeah, no throw down by the Fords, not willing to risk the throw to second in order for the play at the plate. I would say smart defensive play by the Fords, but you can no longer get the double play force out.
Coleman bunts as both O'Connor and Rogers score. Meanwhile, Coleman gets a double out of that, capitalizing on the error by the Fords.
Bad Fords fielding on that play really is what's gonna cost him 2 runs. Poor pitch, poor little toss by Annabelle Canese, who rushed in on the bunt. Kent could not field it cleanly, got her leg slid into at home. Then when she got back to get the ball, threw it to Taylor, which was just not in time. And easy to second for Mara Coleman.
Third baseman Anna Sareka at the plate. She shows bunt on the first one, but fouls it off.
Yeah, it seems like Garney is really looking to abuse their bunting, which they showed early in the game. It's going to get them on a little bit. Fords do not seem to have the best corner infielding so far this game, and that's really costly when you're playing against a team who's going to bunt a bit.
Another foul off the bunt for Sareka, 0-2. And Sareka strikes out swinging. First out of the inning.
It'd be a good time for Emma Taylor to really start getting on top of her pitches like she can. She's probably what's going to have to bail the Fords out this game because I don't expect a lot of runs to be scored by them.
Another lefty at the plate. This is catcher Maddie Stiles. Stiles lets the first one come in for a strike.
Yeah, we're going to see some. If Emma Taylor starts finding her soon right now, the Fords still do have a chance. But with the runner on second, only 1 out, they are in a dangerous position.
Inside pitch by Taylor brings the count up to 1-1 and lets Maura Coleman steal third.
It seems I've jinxed Megan Kent as for the 3rd time a ball gets right off her glove and right away. Really costly. It's going to allow the runner to advance to third for free. A sac fly will probably score.
Swing and a miss for Stiles, 1-2.
Yeah, Coleman at third took a healthy jog down the baseline after that pitch came in, putting a little bit of pressure on Kent.
Way to battle. Stay in there, that's it, Maddie.
Foul ball for Stiles.
Yeah, Maddie Stiles really fighting here, but those low and outside pitches for the righties are low and inside for her, and the ump is giving her those strikes, so she needs to swing at them.
Way to fight that off.
Stiles fouls that one off. Still 1-2. With 1 out in the
Way to hang in there, keep battling.
top of the second.
Yeah, Stiles still fighting for her life. If Taylor still looking to find that speed, the better and better and faster it gets, the harder it's going to be to hit.
Off an outside pitch by Taylor. Kent tries to throw out Coleman at third, but it gets past third baseman Carrie McCallum, and Coleman steals home.
Yeah, McCallum was looking at the catcher, Megan Kent, instead of looking at the ball, and she just let it bounce right off her glove, right past her, and there's no chance at the plate then. It really killed it. Megan Kent might have been smart, just hold that there, but they were trying to force the out of third, but instead it's going to benefit Garnet.
Garnet now has a 3-0 lead in the top of the second. Still only 1 out in this inning. Make that 2 outs as Maddie Stiles strikes out swinging. Jaguars are now back to the top of their lineup. This is pitcher Anna Sidlowski. Outside pitch by Taylor, 0-1. I'm sorry, 1-0.
Yeah, Sidlowski walks her last at bat. Very good, very helpful for Garnet. Didn't go anywhere, but did start to show how some of the screws were coming loose in the fourth of this game.
Swing and a miss that time by Sidlowski, 1-1.
Rip, Anna. Right there.
Sidlowski fouls that one up the right field line. And another foul ball, similarly up the right field line, 1-2.
Yeah, Sidlowski is now batting how most of the batters who faced her bat. They're not really able to get on top of pitches. She has not been able to drive one against Taylor forward yet. She continues to hit it far outside the right field line.
Hit it, Anna. Way to fight. Way to fight.
Yet another foul ball by Sidlowski. Swing and a miss by Sidlowski, and that will end the top of the second inning.
Yeah, Emma Taylor throwing a really good game. She's only faced a few lefties, which sometimes tend to be her kryptonite, as they were in the Ridley game. But today, she's really dominated against all the righties batters she's faced so far. Yeah. So, again, we have another game where both starting pitchers throw with their opposite hands. Emma Taylor, the dominant lefty for the Fords, and Anna Sidlowski, the dominant righty for Garnet Valley.
So the Jaguars currently have a 3-0 lead. We'll have to see if the Fords can compensate for this a little bit in the second inning.
Yeah, Fords are going to want to try to strike back now. They had good fielding the first inning, couldn't use it. Last inning, some poor infielding, cost them a few runs. They really need to get some runs up now because otherwise their team morale might just be completely crushed.
And as we mentioned earlier, Garnet Valley has yet to give up a single run this season. So we'll have to see how long this streak can continue.
Yeah, I'm expecting some incredibly good fielding from Garnet if they've been able to shut out every team they faced.
Leading off the inning for the Fords is sophomore second baseman Grace Ciacchetto.
Everybody's a hitter now.
Foul ball by Ciacchetto.
Yeah, Ford's still failing to get on top of Sidlowski's pitches. It would be a gift to them if they were able to, because Sidlowski is an absolutely dominant pitcher.
Low and outside that time, 1-1 count. Bit of a wild low pitch that time by Sidlowski. 2-1.
Yeah, Sidlowski did not find the zone with that one. She seems to be throwing it lower and lower with each at-bat, to be honest.
And an outside pitch by Sidlowski that time brings it to a 3-1 count.
3-1 count. Ciochetto in a good spot. Let's see if she's able to use the count to her advantage instead of letting Sidlowski get back on top of her.
Ciochetto makes contact.
There you go, Kate.
That is caught. Fly ball up the right field line.
Caught by first baseman Caitlin Duggery. Good. Overall, good at bat by Ciochetto. Just she could not drive the ball far enough to get that one out of the infield foul.
At the plate now is center fielder and sophomore Maddie Culbertson. First pitch is called strike. Culbertson makes contact. Fly ball to left field. That is caught by left fielder Mara Coleman.
Yeah, good swing and some decent contact by Culbertson, but just, again, not really getting on top of that ball. And now we're really seeing how Sidlowski is able to keep every game scoreless. If she's able to pitch this well, and there seems to be very good field communication by Garnett, it's going to be hard for the Fords to score.
Sophomore catcher Megan Kent at the plate for Haverford. First pitch is a little high. Another ball by Sidlowski, 2-0 count. Kent swings at that one, fouls it off, 2-1.
Now, something we really realized within the last two batters was that Sidlowski's pitches are starting to become more hittable, it seems. We're going to see if Kent's really able to get on top of one. If she gets lucky, she can hopefully drive it.
Called strike, and that is 2-2 with 2 outs in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, if Sidlowski's really able to get those calls, then this game's not going to be close.
Kent connects. Line drive between first base and right field, and she is safe at first.
Yeah, little looper from Kent over the first baseman's head. Not able to recover Garnett. And easy single for Megan Kent, gets on the board.
Courtesy runner Angela Yang will step in for Kent at first. At the plate now is senior right fielder Claudia Stuck. Stuck shows bunt and is out at first. And that is an end to the second inning.
Yeah, Stuck the lefty, couldn't get on base with a bunt. But the Fords do get a hit in that inning. Could have been worse for him. But they make contact, which is a sign that Sidlowski might be starting to slip a tad.
We have seen Claudia Stuck show bunt a lot of times this season. We'll look to see if she continues to do that throughout the game.
Yeah, Ford's starting to make more contact, and now as they come out the field, Fords really have to be hoping that Taylor has settled down after last inning, as well as the infield, to be honest. Both parts have seemed a little bit shaky so far in this game.
So far, Emma Taylor has walked 3 batters and striking out 3 as well. We'll have to see if she can turn that around a little bit.
Yeah, Taylor and the Fords really need to have a quick inning, get back out here and get the bats going, because otherwise, I don't know how quickly this game will turn.
This is center fielder Hannah Long at the plate for the Jaguars. First pitch by Taylor is a little low, and that is a ball. Long fouls that one off.
Yeah, Hannah Long, another one of those batters who do a little bit of a run-up to hit that ball, probably provides a little bit more pop to the swing.
Another foul ball at the third baseline. 1-2 count.
Yeah, but on that pitch, Long did not swing all the way through that pitch. That's why she chopped it left.
Foul ball by Long.
That's it. Good battle.
Low pitch by Taylor. 2-2.
Yeah, Taylor still has the advantageous count, but she really needs to retire Long here before allowing too much.
And another foul ball at the third baseline for Long.
Yeah, Long with a single earlier, really, if she can continue to even make good contact against Taylor, it's just not going to allow Taylor to find a groove, which, if that continues, it's really going to hurt.
Here it is. Get there. Get there.
And
get
Long
there. You're safe.
is safe at first after
That's my daughter.
a ball that was barely in play.
Yeah, so Hannah Long, little bouncer in front, and she just runs it out. Kent doesn't get out there fast enough to make the throw to first. Not horrible fielding by the Fords. You just got to hope they're a little bit peppier. I would not be surprised if Long's ready to steal.
This is right fielder Emily Orsini at the plate. She swings and misses at the first pitch. Orsini walked in her earlier at bat today. We'll see what she can do this time.
So it seems Long has gotten called out at first. We do not exactly know the reason up here, but it seemed like a base running mistake or something along those lines. Long got caught, and she's just out of first.
Little low and outside by Taylor. Another low and outside pitch. 3-1 count.
Yeah, Taylor still trying to get the benefit of the doubt on those low and outside throws, but she just has not gotten them called yet.
And Orsini will take first on a walk.
Yeah, Orsini gets the benefit of that call on that one. looks like a good enough pitch, but up doesn't give it to Taylor. Orsini walks.
This is first baseman Caitlin Duggery at the plate. First pitch by Taylor is low, ball 1.
Yeah, so 1 runner on for Duggery. You gotta hope. Garnet really hopes they continue making contact against Taylor like they were earlier.
Second pitch is called strike. And a swing and a miss for Duggery. 1-2 count.
There, Taylor got exactly what she wanted, which was a low and outside pitch with some pure speed, and it just gets right by Duggery.
Duggery fouls that one off.
Yeah, Duggery, first strikeout of the day for Taylor last inning. I highly doubt she wants to strike out here. That can really kill a batter. 2 strikeouts back to back.
Duggery makes solid contact. Fly ball to center field. That is caught by Culbertson.
Nice rip. Nice rip, K-Dog.
Very good contact by Duggery. Really drove that ball. Again, it's still quite nippy out here as well as a little bit windy, so that ball's not going to fly like it is on a better day. But Culbertson does a good job settling right under it and makes a good enough cutoff throw that the runner isn't able to advance.
Second baseman Elizabeth O'Connor at the plate. Swing and a miss on the first pitch.
Yeah, Taylor is starting to overpower her batters with speed. Might be a little too late if the Fords can't start making contact, but if they do, this is very good for them. If she shores it up, they're set.
Another swing and a miss by O'Connor. There are 2 outs in the top of the third. We'll see if Taylor can end the inning right here.
Yeah, Taylor really working on getting, oh, there she is.
O'Connor strikes out looking.
Taylor has finally started to get those calls and looks like she's in her zone. Those last 2 batters, she looked absolutely dominant against. Very good for the Fords if that's the case, but they still need to start hitting.
Yeah, just 4 batters batted for the Jaguars that inning. A relatively good fielding inning for the Fords.
Yeah, overall, I would give a lot of credit to the Fords fielding in that inning. They really shorted up from the last one, helped them out, bailed them out a couple times. And overall, if they can continue fielding and pitching that way, if the bats get going in the slightest, I think they're in good shape. That being said, Anna Sadlowski, I would not expect your team to start opening up the bats against her from everything we've heard about her.
Yes, most of the Fords who have been able to foul off on some of Sadlowski's pitches, they've all been late swings, up the right field line for righties and left field line for lefties.
Yeah, the Fords have really failed to get on top of a pitch by Sadlowski so far.
Junior left fielder Kylie Ingram leading off the third inning for the Fords. First pitch is outside, ball 1.
Yeah, Ingram, another lefty, part of that lefty tandem that hits at the bottom of the order.
Inside pitch that time by Sadlowski. 2-0.
Ingram, like a couple other batters, likes taking a little run up before she swings. She's also really close to the plate with her batting stance.
Ingram will take that one in for a strike. Low and outside, 3-1 count.
Yeah, Sadlowski tends to find herself in this position where she gets the forwards. The forwards have good counts, but the forwards have not been able to make contact on the pitches right to them, and then eventually they just end up getting out.
And Ingram walks off an inside pitch. The forwards are now back to the top of their lineup. This is shortstop Shannon Gavigan at the plate.
Yeah, but there you go. Sadlowski did not get the benefit of the doubt on that one. She's done relatively well so far, but that is her second batter walked.
Gavigan shows bunt, and that is strike one.
Yeah, Gavigan trying to just bunt, do a little poker down the left field line, down the third base line, hoping to advance the runner at first, but not able to make contact, and it goes in for the strike.
There you go. Good pitch.
That pitch is called ball. 1-1.
Yeah, Sadlowski threw it a little bit low, right down the middle. Gavigan could have swung, but she lets it go, and it gets called a ball.
Gavigan lets that one in for a strike. 1-2.
Yeah, Sadlowski, unlike Taylor, has really started painting that corner. Both of them have been trying to do that for most of this game, but with Sadlowski able to do it, it's really going to open up the doors for Garnet.
And Gavigan connects for a grounder, gets past the first baseman and shortstop to right field. She will reach second on that, and the throw to third lets Kylie Ingram stay safe. Runners on second and third now for the Fords.
Yeah, Gavigan, just a little poker, but it's just so hard down for space that no infielder is able to make a play in time because they were in for the bunt. Gets in the shallow right field, and that's just going to let him get to second and third with no outs. That's a very good start to the inning. Putting some pressure on Sadlowski. We're going to see if Garnet will give up their first one of the season this inning.
Senior and captain, Carrie McCallum at the plate. She fouls the first one off, 0-1. Second pitch by Sadlowski's a bit high. McCallum takes that one in for a ball.
Yeah, McCallum with a good at bat last time up, but she could not get in base. Now she's really looking to just drive in a run, open up the doors a little bit, and hopefully it will swing wide open for the Fords.
Outside pitch that time by Sadlowski. McCallum almost swings, but lets that one in, and that is ball two.
Yeah, McCallum really wants this at bat to go well. If the Fords can score a run without getting any outs, this could be doomed for Garnet.
And it looks like they will do just that, as McCallum gets a double RBI. She hits a grounder to left field, reaches second, and both Kylie Ingram and Shannon Gavigan will score on that play.
Yeah, fantastic hit down third base by McCallum. Absolutely bombs another grounder. There goes the first 2 runs of the season for Garnet. Sadlowski starting to lose her edges a tad, it seems. And the Fords, however, now a runner on second with no outs. The defense just has not been able to help him out here, help Sadlowski out. Tides might be turning, especially Now, the biggest hope for the Fords is that Emma Taylor can continue pitching the way she was the end of last inning. If that is the case, this game might go to a shootout.
Yeah, it definitely feels like the tide is somewhat turning as the score suddenly goes from 3-0 to 3-2. We'll see if Emma Taylor, who's at the plate now, can continue with that momentum for the Fords.
Yeah. Fords really need to ride out this momentum.
First pitch is outside for ball 1. Taylor takes that one in for a strike.
Yeah, Taylor really needs to keep this momentum, get it going, get the ball, get the bat swinging. If they can keep it going, Fords can easily take a lead this inning.
And Taylor connects for a grounder that gets past shortstop, past the right fielder even. She reaches just first as McCallum scores from second, and it is a tied ball game.
Yeah, really, really solid contact by Taylor. Another really hard-hit grounder, and it bounced off the second baseman's hand, off Elizabeth O'Connor's glove, which actually changes the trajectory against right field, which is going to hurt the fielding, and that's going to allow McCallum from second to score.
First baseman Annabelle Knese steps up to the plate. That's the first one in for a ball. Meanwhile, courtesy runner Sarah Hubley has stepped in on first for Emma Taylor. Knese fouls that one off. Sarah Hubley on first, definitely looking to steal second.
Yeah, Fords need to keep rolling, need to keep this going. It would be massive if they can keep piling up runs this inning. It would also be completely killer if Sadlowski's just able to get the next 3 out.
And a high pitch by Sadlowski is ball 2. Still no outs in the bottom of the third.
Yeah, Knese, I believe, struck out last inning. Could have been better.
Knese, the grounder to second, is out at first, but Sarah Hubley advances to second.
Yeah, fielder's choice. O'Connor decides to go to first. Hubley beat it out on her legs. Great job by Hubley. Great hustle. It's going to save that from being a double play.
Second baseman Grace Ciachetto at the plate with Hubley on second and 1 out. Ciachetto makes contact, fly ball to left field. That is caught by Mara Coleman.
Yeah,
Second out of the inning.
fantastic read right off the bat by Mara Coleman. She makes a long, long run to sprint in, but able to rope in the grab. It's 2 outs. Ford's starting to lose that momentum, but Culbertson did hit a drive deep her last at bat, just couldn't drop fair.
First pitch to Maddie Culbertson is outside for ball 1.
There you go. There you go, Anna.
Swing and a miss for Culbertson. 1-1.
There it is.
Inside pitch that time. Catcher attempts to get Hubley out at third, but it goes past the third baseman. Hubley will take advantage and steal home. She is safe.
Yeah, absolutely great base running by Hubley, and a few defensive miscues by Garney is going to allow the Fords to take the lead. In 1 inning, that's going to completely kill all momentum. Sadlowski, even though she's about to pitch their way out of this inning, just some poor defensive choices by the infield. That's going to allow Hubley to score, and Fords have completely swung the momentum.
One more. Come on.
Second strike for Culbertson. She swings and misses on that one. And there are 2 outs, so we'll see if Sadlowski can end the inning here. And she does, as Culbertson strikes out swinging.
Yeah, Culbertson just looking the rip, hoping to keep feeding off the energy that the Fords have produced so far, but not able to. But it's really not going to cost the Fords anything there as they take a 4-3 lead. Incredible hitting, incredible inning for the Fords, batting-wise. Could not have asked for anything more. Emma Taylor now needs to continue locking down like she had at the end of the last inning. If the lefty is able to start dominating like she does sometimes, she generally takes a little bit. Once she gets in that groove, though, she can be completely dominant, shut down teams. That's what the Fords need right now, because whilst I don't want to say I don't know how many more runs they're going to get, if Sadlowski can continue to pitch like she did at the end of that inning, they will be fine. Again, those runs sort of came up. A lot of those runs came off a few fielding miscues by Garnett.
Yeah, talk about a swing of momentum. I mean, those 4 runs in 1 inning, those were the first 4 runs that Garnet Valley has let up all season.
And I can say you can chalk most of this up to some poor fielding plays, especially the steal home. That was just due to a not great throw to third and then an even worse throw home.
Yeah, I mean, somewhat poor fielding by the Jaguars, coupled with excellent base running by the Fords and excellent hitting. Freshman shortstop Zoe Rogers will lead off the inning for the Jaguars. Rogers swings at the first, and that's a foul tip.
Yeah, Taylor just blew that one by her with her speed. Rogers not able to get on top of it.
Swing and a miss for Rogers, and that is an 0-2 count.
Yeah, you can feel the atmosphere in the stadium right now. The Ford side has really started to explode. They're really on top of it, really energetic, and it seems like Garnet has lost some of their steam.
Somewhat of a wild pitch there by Taylor, a little low and outside. Low 1.
Yeah, that pitch seemed to bounce before the plate. Not great, but the point stands still that Taylor so far in this inning, I know it's still early, but she's really shown her speed and dominance.
Another low and outside pitch. Ball 2.
Yeah, Taylor not throwing out Rogers right now, but she's trying to get her trying to catch her swinging.
And Rogers, the grounder right to Taylor at the mound. Taylor gets the easy out to Knizia at first.
Yeah, good pitch and good fielding by Taylor. Throws that ball too far for her to make solid contact. It's dribbled right back to her. She makes the easy out at first.
Lefty, Mara Coleman at the plate. Grounder to Carrie McCallum at third. McCallum bobbles that it's scooped up by shortstop Shannon Gaffigan. And Coleman will reach first.
Yeah, for the second time this game, it seems like McCallum not exactly keeping her eyes on the ball. She's taking them off too early, and that once again has cost a free base for Garnet.
Third baseman Anna Surika at the plate now for Garnet. Runner on first and 1 out.
Yeah, the Fords really need to settle into a groove here on defense. They cannot give up costly plays like that. They just took the lead. Giving your opponent a sliver of hope like that, giving your opponent the ability to view that comeback easily is just not smart.
Low pitch by Taylor, and that is ball 2.
Yeah, Taylor seems to have lost his own maybe a little. She's trying to paint it a little too finely. She could probably just, I think, at this point in the order, she's better off just trying to go for blow-by pitches.
That pitch is called strike. Makes it a 2-1 count.
Yeah, she gets one right in there. Good pitch. And there you go. She just blew it. She just tried to blow it right by her. And that's what's going to work for you when it's this cold.
Sarika attempts a bunt. That is foul. Makes it a 2-2 count.
Yeah, solid bunt, but she could not hit that ball going forward. It bounced right into Kent's leg, which just knocked it dead.
And Sarika will strike out swinging. Kent, the catcher for the Fords, attempts to throw Coleman out at second, but Coleman is safe.
Yeah, a swing and a steal. Coleman able to get the second pretty easily. Not the best throw by Kent the second, which is somewhat concerning for the Fords because if Coleman tries to steal third, I don't know if Kent should throw it.
This is catcher Maddie Stiles at the plate. She lets the first one come in for a strike. Swing and a miss for Stiles. 0-2. There are also 2 outs in this 4th inning. We'll see if Emma Taylor can wrap up the inning right here.
Yes, something that I think it's important to draw attention to is how quickly Megan Kent is jumping up after these pitches.
And Maddie Stiles will strike out looking in 3 pitches.
Stiles just not ready. A beautiful pitch by Taylor. An absolute heater. A little bit inside, but she gets the call, and that's going to strike out Stiles. Taylor looked like she found a groove. She's in there. Whilst this has not been her most dominant pitching performance ever, I would say she's had a pretty good outing so far.
She has definitely turned things around. I mean, currently sitting at 47 strikes and 27 balls. Definitely a difference from the beginning of the game.
Yeah. Now, Sidlowski has also pitched incredibly well. You can't really ask. Something I think we need to really point out so far is most of the Fords runs have just come off of really hard-hit ground balls. And when you're a pitcher that throws like that, you need to get bailed out by you don't need to get bailed out, but you need to get backed up by your infield. And so far, Garney has not exactly had the best infield play. They made a couple costly mistakes, which has allowed the ball to get to the outfield, which has then advanced runners farther than they really should have gotten.
Yeah, and I mean, speaking of pitches, Anna Sidlowski has 37 strikes and 20 balls. A crazily lower pitch count than Emma Taylor. We'll have to see if Emma Taylor will need to be replaced later in this game to rest her arm.
Yeah. Might happen for the Fords. Not looking incredibly promising that Taylor goes this whole game, but there's no counts yet. She could. If she really starts settling down, don't be surprised over the next 3 innings if she continues pitching. As well as Sidlowski, a lot of her pitches came last inning. Don't be surprised if Sidlowski starts racking up her pitch count if the Fords can continue to hit.
Yeah, we'll look to see the Fords' momentum continue from the 3rd inning, where they scored 4 runs. This is catcher and sophomore Megan Kent at the plate. Kent takes the first one in for a ball.
Yes, Sidlowski might be starting to lose her zone a little bit. Probably a little bit psyched out now that she finally gave up runs this season.
Swing and a miss that time for Megan Kent.
Yeah, Kent with with a good single last inning or last at bat. Hopefully she can re-spark the magic that she did last time.
And that is called strike. Strike 2.
Yeah, Fords really need to keep the momentum they had last inning because you don't know how long that will last against a pitcher like Sadlowski.
Kent makes contact. Fly ball right to first baseman Caitlin Duggery. First out.
Yeah, Duggery, it's an easy pop fly right to her. Barely has to move. She settles right under it, gets the out. 1 out early for the Fords with the 2 lefties at the bottom of the order coming up.
This is right fielder and senior Claudia Stuck. Stuck shows bump, but pulls back when she sees the outside pitch. Ball 1. Stuck shows bunt again. Right to pitcher Sadlowski, and Stuck is thrown out at first.
Stuck with a solid bunt, but she can't really hit that where she wants it. And it goes right back to Sadlowski, who records the easy out. Fords, whereas I do not think getting a 3-3 down inning for the Fords would be absolutely killer to them right now. Taylor got them out of a sketchy last inning, and they really cannot afford to do that.
At the plate now is another lefty. This is left fielder Kylie Ingram. She lets the first one come in for a ball. Ingram swings at the second one. Foul ball at the first baseline.
Yeah, Ingram, not the best contact, but any contact is decent contact right now. She needs to hit that one a little bit harder, but you really have the infield playing an interesting position right now. Second baseman almost equal with the pitcher, so is the third baseman.
A very outside pitch by Sadlowski. 2-1 count.
If Ingram is able to make mildly solid contact towards the pitcher or second baseman, that's going to get in a shallow right field. And if Ingram is able to turn on the Jets, that could easily be 2.
Ingram connects for a small grounder between pitcher and third baseman. She is safe at first.
Very good, not great contact by Ingram, but the little dribbler out in front of the plate. Nobody knows what to do with it, and she's able to reach on an infield single.
Yeah, great base running. I mean, she did exactly what Garney was expecting, and she still reached first. This is leadoff batter Shannon Gavigan at the plate. First pitch is a little high. That's ball 1.
Yeah, Gavigan had the nice double to open up the inning, or well, I guess the batting second in that inning, but really opened up the door for the Fords in the last inning.
Outside pitch that time by Sadlowski. 2-0. And that is called strike. Kylie Ingram will steal second and is safe.
Yeah, some solid base running by Ingram. Good steal, easy steal. Not bad throw by Stiles to second, but not in time to get the out.
Gavigan fouls that one off. 2-2 count. Gavigan swings at that one. Foul ball at the third baseline. Still 2-2 with 2 outs.
Yeah, Not the best contact by Gavigan. Hits it, pokes a little bit foul, but lucky for her. Garner not able to rub that one in.
Ball by Sidlowski, and we have a full count.
Yeah, Sidlowski has seen them lose a little bit of the magic she had at the start of this game. She started off real dominant, real strong, and she's showed a little bit of wavering the last inning.
Come on in. There you go.
And Gavigan connects for a bit of a line drive to right field, but that is caught by Emily Orsini.
Yeah, good catch by Orsini. Quite hard hit, but just not able to get that ball on the ground. That's where the Fords have thrived the past the third inning, but not awful for the Fords. They did leave a runner stranded on second, though.
Yeah, I mean, we were saying we were looking to see if the Fords would carry over their momentum from the third, and that did not seem to happen. So, good turnaround by the Jaguars.
Yeah, as expected, this game is going to be mostly defensive so far. Mostly defensive, probably all of the game. Both teams have incredibly strong pitchers who really benefit off of throwing the heat and getting going, right? So both Sidlowski and Taylor have pitched incredibly dominantly. Neither has really allowed a ton of massive contact. They both had a little burst where the other team was able to put up a bunch of runs, but otherwise they both pitched very outstanding so far.
Yeah, I definitely agree about both teams having their bursts. I mean, Garnet Valley scored all 3 of their runs in the first inning, and Haverford scored all 4 of their runs in the third inning.
Yeah. As shown, both these teams, they're going to score in bunches, and that's how both these pitchers are probably going to pitch, to be honest. Neither of them, if they have a shutdown inning, it's going to be shut down. And if they leave a little door, that's probably both these teams' only shot at actually hitting.
Speaking of pitching, we have pitcher Anna Sidlowski leading off the inning for the Jaguars.
Yeah, Sidlowski, top of the order for Garnet.
Sidlowski swings and misses at the first pitch.
Let's go, 2. You got this.
Wild lone outside pitch by Taylor. Makes it a 1-1 count.
This has been probably the biggest disconnect between Taylor and Kent we've seen. They're not on the same page this game. At least they don't seem to be.
Taylor does get Sidlowski to swing at that one. That was strike 2.
Fight. Fight.
Foul ball.
Yeah, some good pitching by Taylor. She's trying to just blow it by Sidlowski, but she has not been able to this at bat.
Sidlowski swings, and that is foul up the right field line.
Yeah, solid contact by Sidlowski, but she just knocks it fair.
And Sidlowski strikes out swinging.
Very good pitch by Emma Taylor. Able to just get Sidlowski to bite on it, and there you go, strike 3.
That is Taylor's 7th strikeout of the night. Definitely an improvement from what she was on pace to get earlier in the game.
Yeah, Taylor again starting to settle down. She's really getting in there. I don't expect many more runs to rescore this game, especially if Taylor keeps pitching.
Center fielder and lefty Hannah Long at the plate. Shows the first one come in for a ball. Long swings and misses at the second one. Strike one.
Yeah, along with not the greatest swing I've seen, little bit of a stutter, and really didn't swing through it.
Another swing and a miss. 1-2 count. Foul ball by Long up the third baseline.
Yeah, McCallum at third base made a nice snag, but it was a foul ball.
Another foul ball.
Yeah, Taylor, she would probably benefit from getting her batters out earlier this game, but you can't really blame her for getting outs. It's what she's going to do. It's just the way she pitches. She needs to blow the balls by batters, and she just hasn't so far.
And Long is caught looking for Emma Taylor's second strikeout of the inning.
Well, as I say, Taylor hasn't exactly blown it by somebody. She blows right by Long right there. Very good pitch, perfect placement. Long gets caught looking.
Right fielder Emily Orsini at the plate. First pitch is called strike. Outside pitch by Taylor, 1-1. Another low and outside pitch, 2-1 count.
Yeah, I would not describe Taylor as having a dominant performance this game, but I would say, as of right now, she's pitched pretty well.
And that is called strike. 2-2 count with 2 outs. Let's see if Taylor can have a 1-2-3 inning.
The last game that we saw the Fords play here at home, they were really Taylor was just right down the strike zone all game. This game, she seems to pepper it a lot more.
Yeah, well, as you say that, I mean, Orsini strikes out swinging, and that is 3 up, 3 down for the top of the 5th.
Yeah, but Taylor, you know, she's pitched really well. Can't blame her for most of the runs, I would say, so far. But it would be nice if she's able to really shore up that strike zone just so that she doesn't have to come out to the pitches she's thrown.
About Emma Taylor's strikeouts just now, not only was that 3 batters, that was the top 3 of the lineup for Garnet Valley. So definitely a crucial 3 outs for the Fords.
Yeah, massive that she was able to get the first 3 out that easily. They're usually what will cause problems for her. But this will be a big inning again. Fords need to open it up. Karen McCallum first up the hit.
Carrie McCallum has 2 doubles on the night. One of them was the 2 RBI that sent in the first 2 runs of the game. Let's see if she can recreate something like that, although no runners are on base. First pitch by Sidlowski is low.
Yeah, McCallum earlier in the big inning where they scored, she's really gotten control of Sidlowski recently. She's one of the few Fords who's been able to really stay on top of her pitches all game.
McCallum tips that one. 1-1 count. McCallum takes that one in for a ball.
Yeah, so far it seems Sadlowski has lost a little bit of that strength that she showed earlier. She's not exactly throwing the same accuracy as she was earlier.
An inside pitch there makes it a 3-1 count. McCallum swings on that one. That's a foul ball at the right field line. Full count.
Yeah, McCallum really smashed that ball. Tragically, it was just hit foul. If she can get on top of it, would not be surprised if she's able to hit one to that fence.
Grounded down the third base line, goes foul.
Yeah, McCallum just chops it, hits the top of it, bounces foul though, which is probably lucky because I don't think that's going to get by the third baseman.
And a fly ball by McCallum goes out of my line of sight, but it appears to be foul and not caught by right fielder Emily Orsini. McCallum still at the plate.
Yeah, good contact by McCallum again. Couldn't hit it fair. Orsini made a great charge at it, but it was hit on that weird hill we have here. And that's not going to allow her to catch that ball.
Another foul ball by McCallum.
McCallum, I jinxed her earlier when I said she's been able to get on top of it. She has not been able to this at-bat.
Still a full count. McCallum with the grounder to short. He's out at first.
Yeah, some good, decent contact by McCallum, but she did force a lot of pitches to be thrown, and even that can really screw up a batter or screw up a pitcher.
Yeah, I do feel as though Anna Sadlowski has been racking up her pitch count these past few batters.
Yeah, following up on the Sadlowski racking up her pitch count, it really seems like she started to lose a little bit of that touch she had earlier in the game.
Emma Taylor at the plate for the Fords. She fouls the first one off, 0-1. Second pitch is close, but a little high maybe. It's called ball.
Yeah, Sadlowski, this is what I mean. Earlier she was both getting that call or maybe just throwing it a tad better, but right now she didn't get it, and that's going to give Taylor a good count early.
Another foul ball for Taylor, 1-2. It looks like Sadlowski needs another ball. The umpire's looking for extras.
Yeah, the ump was requesting another, I guess, unscuffed or clean ball. Whatever happened, he's now putting dirt on it anyway to give back to Sadlowski, it looks like.
Emma Taylor, the Yale University commit, at the plate with one out. What's that? High and outside pitch coming for a ball. 2-2 count.
Yeah, it seems like that dirt Not do much to help Sadlowski on that pitch.
There it is.
And that is called strike, as Taylor will strike out looking.
Yeah, that was a good pitch by Sadlowski. Taylor gets caught looking. I do not know how great of a pitch that was, or if he really chalked that up, or if it was just good framing by the catcher and good call and a benefit of the call from up.
Either way, definitely a good inning for the Jaguars. 2 outs in the first 2 batters, and that was McCallum and Taylor are second and third in the lineup. So we have Annabelle Knese at the plate now.
Yeah, Knese struggled a bit on this day.
She swings at that one, but her grounder down the third baseline goes foul.
Yeah, some solid contact by Knese, but really did not do enough to really drive that one here.
Knese lets that low pitch come in for a ball.
Nice pitch.
Swing and miss for Knese. That is strike 2.
Yeah, Sadlowski just blew that one right by her.
Little high, little high.
High pitch, and that brings us up to a full count with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, Knese, the entire force team really benefit to drag out this inning a little bit.
Knese with the foul tip. Another foul ball.
I am not a big fan of the way those balls are coming directly back towards where we're sitting right now.
Yeah, that was a close one.
We do not have enough protection to be doing this. I am quite worried one of these days I'm going to get beaten on the head with one of them.
And Knese will take first on a walk.
Exactly what the Fords want there. It brings up another batter. It's going to keep the pitch count racking up, which is exactly what you need to do against Sadlowski. Keep it so that she's not able to really keep it so that she continues to have to pitch. Keep it so that she keeps getting tired, because the more tired she gets, the more she has to pitch. The more astray her throws will come, which is just going to allow more opportunities for better pitches.
Sophomore courtesy runner Sarah Hubley will take Knese's spot on first. Hubley scored earlier off a steal from third. Meanwhile, we have sophomore second baseman Gracie Achetto at the plate.
It seems like some form of a switch will be coming up involving Knese, as I do not believe the courtesy runner works unless you're a pitcher or a catcher.
Sarah Hubley will take advantage of a wild pitch by Sadlowski, and she will easily steal second.
Yeah, very smart base running by Hubley. She has all game.
Outside pitch that time, ball 2. Third pitch is called strike. 2-1.
Yeah, Achetto gets the benefit of the doubt again on that pitch that looks a twinge inside, but he's he's going to call a strike for her.
Foul ball by Ciachetto. 2 strikes now, and 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, Ciachetto again, another one of those batters. You just got to extend the at-bat, keep it going. It's really important that they don't let this inning end right now.
Outside pitch that time brings us up to a full count.
Now, something that I think we should really note is that I would not be surprised if Hubley's looking to steal third here. You are facing a lefty catcher, which does make it easier with a righty batter to steal third.
Ciachetto, the grounder to second baseman Elizabeth O'Connor. It's fielded a little bit too late, and Ciachetto will safely reach first, as Sarah Hubley will reach third.
Yeah, fantastic base running by the Fords here. Ciachetto with a little bumper back up the middle, and it's going to let Hubley advance to third, and she beats out the throw. Everything about that play went almost perfectly for the Fords.
Jaguars will meet at the mound to reconvene and try to prevent a possible 2-out rally for the Fords here.
Yeah, as I said, something that's really killer for I would say momentum for a team is giving up runs. Just giving up a lot of runs, right, in one inning. Now, something that can kill you even more is a 2-out rally, because this shows how you're right there, but nobody's going to remember those 2 outs if you give up a run.
This is center fielder Maddie Culbertson at the plate. She shows bunt on the first pitch, but pulls back. Ball 1.
Yeah, that ball got under Styles, and Ciachetto just sort of jogs to second base. That forces an extra spot for force out.
An outside pitch by Sidlowski makes it 2-0. Runners on second and third.
Now, if I'm the Fords, I say you got to let Culbertson swing. She really drove that ball 2 innings ago. Let her get on base.
Swing and a miss by Culbertson. 2-1.
Yeah, Culbertson took a chop at a pitch a little bit up high. She unfortunately gets the strike.
High pitch makes it ball 3. Will Culbertson take first on a walk and load the bases for the Fords?
Yeah, Culbertson would like to make contact. She's got a big hole down the middle of the infield.
But she swings and misses on that one, and we have a full count with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, Culbertson goes from, again, having that advantageous count to just losing it real quickly. Would not be surprised if Silowski's able to get out of this.
And Culbertson is caught looking, as she will leave the runners on second and third stranded and end the 5th inning.
Yeah, could have gone better for the Fords, but Silowski shows her magic again, freezes up Culbertson at the plate. That's going to leave 2 runners stranded for the Fords. You cannot do that against this Garney team. They are too dominant to leave runners like that stranded.
Yeah, definitely. And, I mean, another scoreless inning for the Fords. Like we said earlier, both teams have each scored in 1 inning. So as we enter the top of the 6th, we've now had 2 scoreless innings for the Fords. The last 2 innings have been scoreless for the Fords, and the last 4 innings have been scoreless for the Jaguars. Let's see if they can turn things around this inning.
Yeah, both teams have been struggling to open up the bats recently. They've gotten runners in okay positions, but just not been able to score them. Something that is important to really notice is the Fords seem to be in a position where it might be. I would say the Fords are in a position where if their defense is able to hold on, they're winning this game.
Yes, I mean, the Fords do still have the lead, so, I mean, hypothetically, if no more runs are scored, I mean, that's a Fords victory.
Yeah, I'm also part of the mindset that at this current moment, the Fords have been out hitting Garnett. Now, I think in a crunch time scenario, I don't know if you could trust these Fords, like the Fords, especially last inning, to sort of, I don't know, I guess score enough runs to be clutch. But in a situation where I think runs need to be scored, so far recently in the past 2 innings, this game, it looks like we can rely on the Fords more.
Yeah, it does seem to feel as though the Fords have the momentum. That last inning was really long. I mean, the Fords really stretched that out for as long as they possibly could.
Yeah, and that's really a sign of a good team. You get 2 early outs, but you keep fighting in the inning and drag it out, forcing the pitcher to throw more pitches.
First baseman Caitlin Duggery will lead off the 6th inning for Garnett. She swings and misses at the first. Let's the second one come in for a strike. 0-2.
But again, something important to note is the little disconnect between Emma Taylor and Megan Kent right there. Even on the throwback to the pitcher, they just throw it wide to her left.
And Caitlin Duggery strikes out swinging on just 3 pitches. Great start to the inning by Emma Taylor.
Well, great pitch by Taylor. Nothing more to say there. Just blows it right by Duggery. That's not, if Taylor seems to be completely settled now.
Second baseman Elizabeth O'Connor at the plate now. She lets the first one come in for a strike.
Yeah, for the second time though, Kent throws away from Taylor in a situation where those two need to communicate often. I would be a little bit worried if I was the coach.
And another strike by Taylor. O'Connor lets that one come in. That's the past 5 pitches. First 5 pitches of the inning have been strikes.
Yeah, time called by Megan Kent. It seems her hair tie fell out.
Oh, and 2 count for Elizabeth O'Connor. Taylor will end her 5-strike streak. An outside pitch makes it 1-2.
Yeah, I mean, the way this inning has gone, it's okay Taylor throws it like that. You know, she overall has thrown an incredibly dominant inning so far.
Yeah, she's allowed to not be perfect. But another ball, this one a little high, makes it 2-2.
Yeah, you could sort of tell by the release of her hand, the way that she swung her arm. It just seemed a little bit off from the second she let go, and it showed as it was a little high.
High and outside pitch by Taylor, and suddenly it's a full count.
Yeah. Taylor has unintentionally turned this at-bat around against her.
O'Connor swings, but can't get it in play. That's a foul ball up the third baseline.
Yeah.
Sorry, first baseline.
Yeah, good. Pretty solid contact. Taylor not able to blow the one by her, but for the good news between her and Kent, that was where Kent set up.
And O'Connor strikes out swinging. Taylor gets her first 2 batters of the inning.
Yeah, Emma Taylor with 2 early strikeouts. Just really good pitching so far. This is what she's here for. This is her job on this team. It's to lock down the opponent. And so far, she has in the past few innings. And right there, just a fantastic pitch. That's going to get called strike even if she doesn't swing at that one.
Zoe Rogers steps up to the plate
Way to go,
for the
Zoe.
Jaguars.
Oh, no.
She hits a fly ball to left field. Rounds first and is tagged out by second baseman Gracie Aceto as she tries to continue to second.
Yeah. Zoe Rogers there got herself into a pickle. She's a little blooper, left field. It drops right down in front of left fieldman, right down in front of left field there, Kylie Ingram. But Rogers tries to extend that to second, which was really risky, as Ingram with the absolute cannon from left field, able to make a throw to second base, and Rogers just gets caught out.
Yeah, great fielding by second baseman Gracie Aceto, making up for Ingram not being able to catch that fly ball.
Yeah, they cannot afford to have those fielding mistakes when down a run. And honestly, don't be surprised if a dumb running mistake like that. Yeah, don't be surprised if a dumb running mistake like that from Garnett can cost them this game. Garnett is down by 1 run, and that is really hurtful. That's not going to help them when they cannot make mistakes like that in crunch time like this.
Great 1-2-3 inning for the Fords, and let's see if they can carry that momentum over to their batting. In the bottom of the 6th, as catcher Megan Kent steps up to the plate.
Yeah, Kent to lead off this inning. She's got a single on the day.
Straight back.
First pitch goes past catcher Maddie Stiles. It's ball 1.
Yeah, it seems like Sadlowski has thrown over 100 pitches, which, really a sign. And she's only got 5 strikeouts, but she has thrown about, I would say, 2/3 of her pitches have been strikes so far.
Speaking of strikes, that one was right down the middle. Strike 1.
Yeah, Sadlowski really been dominant with her pitches. She's had this game under control so far, except for that 1 inning.
And a swing and a miss for Kent. Makes it a 1-2 count.
Yeah, Fords would benefit from scoring runs, but at the same time, with the way that last inning ended, I don't think Garnett's going to score the 7th.
Kent makes solid contact for a grounder that goes past the third baseman and to left fielder Mara Coleman. Kent easily reaches first. Courtesy runner Angela Yang will step in for Kent at first.
Yeah, but really solid contact. Kent hits a nice chopper past the third baseman. Third baseman Anna Soreka just not able to get over there. And that's going to put Claudia Stuck up with a runner on first and no outs.
Stuck, the lefty, has shown bunt multiple times this game, and she does again. And she's thrown out at first. First out of the inning.
Yeah, but the bunt there does exactly what it wants. Angela Yang able to advance to second. She might have been thrown out, but the way that Garnett plays their infield on these bunts, the second fielder is so tight in, there's really nobody to cover.
Another lefty. This is left fielder Kylie Ingram at the plate. Fouls the first one off.
Yeah, Ingram, I wouldn't chalk Ingram up to be the strongest hitter, but she can outrun an infield dribble.
Ingram shows bunt on that one and does not connect. So that is strike 2.
Yeah, Ingram attempted to make attempted to make a little drag bunt, pull that down the first baseline of Fantasy Yang, but she just couldn't pull it off.
Little dribbler right to the mound. Ingram is thrown out at first. However, Angela Yang safely reaches third.
Yeah, if you're the Fords right now, the biggest thing you can ask for, Gavigan, make contact on the ground, hit a little poker. There's a giant gap in between the second baseman and the shortstop for Garnet. It would benefit them massively if the Fords are able to score here.
Yeah, Shannon Gavigan, the leadoff batter for the Fords, will look to send Angela Yang home. Yang is now at third. First pitch is called strike. Second pitch is also called strike. 0-2, 2 outs in the bottom of the sixth.
Yeah, it seems we've reached a point in which the ump is starting to give those outside pitches a strike.
That outside pitch is a ball, makes it 1-2.
Yeah, solid eye by Gavigan, not forcing the swing, but I would not have been shocked if the umps called that a strike, seeing how this inning has gone so far.
Gavigan tips that one, keeps it at 1-2.
Yeah, Gavigan hoping to keep this inning alive. I'm assuming Emma Taylor will most likely come back out to finish the inning to hopefully finish the game for the Fords. But again, it'd be massive if the Fords can tack on an extra insurance run right now.
Another outside pitch by Sidlowski, and it is 2-2. Third outside pitch, and we have a full count.
Yeah, and Ganigan showing why the team trusted her to be the leadoff. One thing that makes, I would say, one of the biggest traits of a great leadoff hitter is somebody with a great eye, and so far Gavigan has showed that this at-bat.
Gavigan, solid contact. Fly ball right to center fielder. That is caught by Hannah Long.
Yeah, Long ranges way back for it, just able to grab that on a better day, any other day. I think that ball could have gone out of here.
And that catch by Long ends the sixth inning. We now approach the seventh and the final inning in this softball game.
Yeah, assuming the Fords can either close this game out or hopefully they're able to score in the bottom if they do give up runs. I would not be surprised, though, the way Emma Taylor has pitched the last few innings, that this game will most likely be over.
Yeah, I mean, the Jaguars absolutely need to score in this inning or the game is done. So we'll look to see if they can do that.
Yeah, so far, Garnet has really struggled to get those bats going and recently. Don't be surprised if this will most likely bookend the game as Emma Taylor is going for the close.
Taylor's pitching has really turned around this game, especially in comparison to Garnet Valley pitcher Anna Sidlowski. Earlier, Sidlowski's pitches were far fewer than Taylor's, and now that has switched as Taylor just pitches her 100th pitch of the game.
Yeah, Taylor settled in, and that's what's gonna allow them to, if they win this game, that's what it's gonna be. Taylor's pitching, I would say, really is what shored up this game.
Swing and a miss for Mara Coleman, who is at the plate now for the Jaguars. That makes it 1-1.
Something that will benefit the Fords and Emma Taylor. They are facing the bottom three in the lineup.
High pitch by Taylor is called ball. And a swing and a miss for Coleman. Makes it a 2-2 count.
Taylor in a good spot to get this strikeout. Be massive for her if she can continue to just get this out, end this game real fast.
And right there, she gets Coleman to strike out swinging. Great start to the 7th inning by Emma Taylor.
It is a pretty chilly day. Something that I know can be a massive morale boost to the team if Taylor can get a quick 7th inning. Just end it here. Don't make the Fords hit again. Just get them out here.
We have third baseman Anna Sareka at the plate. She lets the first one come in for a strike.
Yeah, some really solid pitching from Taylor late in this game.
Sareka fouls that one off. 0-2 count.
An absolute crusher hit by Sareka. Got lucky, got stopped by the fence because otherwise that's probably going straight into a car.
Slightly outside pitch by Taylor. Ball 1. And that is called strike. Looked a little outside to me, but that is the second out of the inning as Maddie Stiles, lefty and catcher for the Jaguars, steps up to the plate, hoping to start a 2-out rally.
Yeah, something that's massive for the Fords right there. They've really been calling those outside pitches recently, on top of just some great framing by Megan Kent.
Stiles fouls the first one. Low pitch by Taylor, ball 1. Looked a little low, but that is called strike. Makes it a 1-2 count. Emma Taylor now has the potential to end game right here.
Yeah, it really seems like in these last 2 innings, Sam's trying to end this game. He widened up the strike zone.
Maddie Stiles strikes out swinging, and that is game as Haverford will beat Ridley 4-3.
Yeah, and Emma Taylor's fantastic pitching at the end of this game really closed it out. It's going to help them win this ball game. Good hitting by the Fords, even better pitching from probably really both teams, but mostly Emma Taylor. Anna Sidlowski also threw a great game, but again, hats off to Emma Taylor, handing Garnet their first loss of the season. Fords with the big win.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to imagine that this game was once 3-0 in favor of the Garnet Valley Jaguars. I mean, the Fords completely turned things around in the middle and end of this game. Still no runs were scored for either team in the last 4 innings.
Yeah, that's really shows us how neither of these teams could really break either of the team's fantastic pitching. Both teams, it was a complete pitching showcase today after the 4th inning. Really got shored up. Neither of these teams, most of the teams that had runners in good positions, that came from poor fielding mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree that this game really came down to pitching. I mean, these are 2 excellent pitchers, Anna Sidlowski for the Jaguars and Emma Taylor for the Fords. I mean, as we briefly mentioned earlier, Emma Taylor is committed to continue her softball career at Yale University next year. So, huge contributor to the Fords.
Yes, and thank you for joining our broadcast so far. We are going to take a short break before we bring you, hopefully, some interviews from your forwards.
Welcome back to our broadcast for Haverford Sports Media.
I'm Quinn Nguyen, and here with second baseman Grace Ciachetto for the Fords. So, Grace, you guys knew this was a big game, this Garnet Valley team, and particularly an excellent pitcher with Anna Sidlowski. How did you guys prepare for this big game today?
We definitely tried to focus on like the small things because like it all started with that one single when we were down, and then that one single brought us back up again.
You also had an excellent fielding game at second base today. What was your mindset, and how did you do that?
I definitely try to I play with a lot of older players, so I look up to them and I try to be like them, and they just inspire me to play better.
So, about playing with older players, you are only a sophomore. How does it feel being a sophomore on such a successful Haverford softball team?
I definitely had big shoes to fill because last year they were runner-up in states, and so I knew that coming into it, and I knew that I had to work hard over the winter to play with the team really well.
All right, thank you, Grace. Excellent game today.
Thank you.
All right, so I am here bringing you our interview with Ford's pitcher Emma Taylor. Today, you pitched a really good game. You helped the Fords get that big victory. How would you describe the feeling when you guys were really able to settle down and, I would say, close out the win today?
I think the biggest thing, we settled down error-wise, but our energy was great as we got into the game. Fourth inning, I think, was when we scored our runs, and we just started to play our game.
Yeah. One thing I think you could really feel was the momentum shift during that fourth inning. Once all that runs scored, you really felt the infield started to pick up the fielding a little bit. You felt the batters just become more alive. Even if you didn't score any more runs, you did start putting more pressure on them.
Yeah, definitely. I think for us, we're a team where it's hard to take the momentum away from us, where other teams might struggle with that. But yeah, once we get started, it's hard. Again, like you said, even if we're not scoring runs, we're still playing pretty well and picking each other up.
Now, something we can say is Garnet's pitcher, Anna Sidlowski, she's also been a dominant pitcher this season. Everybody knew coming into this game it was going to be a strong pitching duel. You specifically did outduel her today. But do you think, one question I could say, do you think that there was the opportunity in which, if that momentum didn't swing, do you think that they could have kept putting up more runs against you?
I think possibly. I think the energy was a big part. I did get more comfortable pitching-wise, though. I think I picked up speed and spin, so it's harder to play defense well when our offense isn't doing as well. But we picked that up, so I don't even know.
Yeah, something I have noticed. Now, I've only called 2 games so far, but something that I have noticed that it does seem like as the game goes on, you pick up more speed and more control. I don't know if that sounds wrong. But
I think you're right. I think as I keep pitching a game, I get even more warmed up, and yeah, speed and spin gets better.
Yeah, I would describe so far this game, Sidlowski seem to lose some of her speed and lose a little bit more of her control.
Yeah, I'd agree with the control part.
Yeah, I don't know about speed. I can't judge it that well here. But yeah, so I think I guess another question would be. Something I've been talking about a lot on the broadcast, but I want to know, is it as big as an effect as I think it is? Is the weather actually how much does the weather affect pitching? Because I know hitting it definitely can
Yeah,
help
hitting
kill
can affect.
balls.
I mean,
but
today compared to the days that we've been playing, I thought it was warm, so it really wasn't an issue for me at all.
yeah,
I mean, there are times when it is, but once you get warmed up, it's all good.
yeah. Okay. I think that should be good for our interview.
Yeah,
All
thank
right.
you so much.
Yep. Thank you for coming on, and we might bring you another interview. Maybe not. Who knows? Okay. We will be back potentially shortly.
This is Quinn, and I'm here with Thomas St. Joseph. We thank you for tuning in to our Haverford Sports Media broadcast of the Garnet Valley Jaguars softball game at Haverford Fords. We'll see you next time.